Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your mid-June 2021 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here, your fellow Sagittarian, ready for action. I had to start over again because my phone gave me yet another message that the memory is full when it's not, and there's nothing I seem like I can do about it at the moment, but I was able to erase something or put it on, set it to my memory, to my micro disk, whatever. You don't need to know about all that. We're having a solar eclipse coming up in just a matter of days. I'm looking forward to it. It's at 19 degrees of Gemini. It's on June 10th. And yeah, so that should be kind of interesting, to say the least. And yeah, so let's go. The heart of the matter is the Queen of Swords. So this can be the Sagittarian who has maybe been single for a long time, solitary, kind of keeping your own counsel and doing your own thing, and, you know, keeping your emotions under wrap, like not being too, like, involved with someone. But I don't know if we would say that's more of a coping mechanism than, you know, really living the life that you want to live. In the past position, we have the Six of Cups, which is a card of the past. This is the soulmate card. This is a card of children. And you know, there are so many possibilities of what these two cards combined can mean. I mean, even for some people who don't, you know, it's who are connected emotionally with someone else and they're not going it alone, there can still be this, I can relate to this idea of the idyllic childhood fantasy versus reality. And I don't know about you, but I've been having a lot of, this has been, and I think I'm doing this for a reason at a deeper level. It's not on the conscious level though, but I've been listening to a lot of music from a very specific time, and I just happen, oh, let me hear this song. Let me hear this song. When you get to be old enough, you know, there are different phases in your life, and you have different music that you might listen to. Obviously, if you're 20 years old, you might be thinking about something when you're 10, but you only have like a 10-year span to work with. I've got decades, so I can get into these different times when I was into music. Now I wouldn't know 90% of what's on the, I was going to say on the radio. That really sounds old. You know, what is the big stuff, but I do know some of the things. But yeah, so kind of like working on the past, learning how to detach more from it so it doesn't affect you. I think that's like a big one with these cards. If this is like a person who you have always felt this kind of connection with, and it's like you don't want to be with anyone else, so you've been alone for a long time because you can't be with that person, then it might have something to do with that. But the Six of Cups can be child or children. So this may be some issue. Now, here's the deal. This might be you are the Six of Cups, and that is your mother, the Queen of Swords. And how did it feel to have a mother who was kind of remote, who was not really, who was more of a professional, like a working mother, but didn't give you that emotional connection, was in her mind. It could be one of those things where that is coming up for you big time, like very, very strongly for whatever reason. Oh, you know, astrologically, it could have something to do with, you know, for Sag, Pisces is the fourth house of home and family, and actually, you know, Neptune is there. Neptune's going retrograde, and that, I don't know the exact date, in June that's happening, and that can, give the person a bit of a wake-up call in a sense. I'm getting that message again. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. This is really terrible because I've erased everything. So I'm hoping that that's just not going to happen. I'm a little... So I had to start a new file, so we'll see what happens here. So the higher message is the Ace of Wands, and this is about new adventures that make you feel very joyful and excited and passionate about life, because you are connected to fire energy with the wands. And so that holds a promise for you. This is the spiritual message. So I'm not reading it just like a typical predictive card or anything like that. I'm reading it as the potential for your life. And it's almost like if you come from a background where you feel like you weren't given proper nurturing, or if you, and I was, what flashed in my mind is the Sagittarian who has a moon in Cancer, something like that, where you feel like there's a part of you that needs that, and being independent comes naturally to you, but there are times when you kind of long for that other side to life, and trying to navigate between these two worlds, like how do you do that, may be very challenging for you, because you don't feel like the Ace of Wands. You don't feel like that is a possibility for you, but it is. It really is, and it can make you feel like you have a new lease on life. So the question is, do you want to step into that reality? And this is the card that crosses you, the King of Wands. So that can be the stumbling block. Maybe you are not willing to step into your own power, Sag, for some reason. Why would that be? It's possible that you are deliberately withholding from yourself all of the good things that could be coming your way. And it's not because you're trying to make yourself unhappy. There are so many things to unpack. It could be like a feeling of not being worthy of having those things. Who knows what the reason is? The King of Wands can be an individual, like a fire sign male, maybe older than you, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, who is not in your corner, who doesn't have your best interests in mind, who's keeping you down. This can be a father. Isn't it interesting that I got the Queen and the King? And that could be that Six of Cups, that soulmate. If you feel that someone is meant for you and for some reason you can't be with them, you are the only one who can determine whether you're going to allow that to control your life. Because I do get that from time to time, where a person, it almost feels irrational to them, but by the same token, it feels like there's a spiritual certainty about it. And I'm not here to argue with that, because I feel like that can certainly be the case. The problem is that's very vague. It's not well defined. And so there could be mixed in with that a bit of wishful thinking, the desire to have a certain outcome that just isn't here yet, and willingness to do whatever it takes to make that a reality, if that means that you're holding out for someone. But if you were to say, if that person is meant for me, they would be in my reality right now. I know that we have this really strong connection that I can't figure out, but I'm not going to spend the rest of my life avoiding relationships because of this. Ace of Wands to me is like letting go of it all. It's just like it's just like that feeling of letting go of everything and just starting fresh. Can you do that, Sag? Does that feel even possible? Because I know that sometimes it is. It's like we feel like we're weighed down by a lot of things from our past. Even Sages, they're supposed to be happy-go-lucky, and that can happen to the best of us, right? So looking at these issues, because to me that's what I am holding on to, is the Ace of Wands, but I'm also holding on to the King of Wands, because I think that once you can make it happen for you in some way, once you can decide to grab the reins of your freedom and ride off into the sunset on that wild horse that I think of with Sagittarius, then you can have this, which is the incoming energy, the Three of Cups, that sense of lightness of spirit, celebration, something to celebrate, just socializing, that feeling that, I don't know if you can hear that blue jay, that feeling, it's really loud. It's just a feeling, this is, I think, the natural state of Sag, to feel kind of like, this joviality, this sense of celebratory energy, and like you have something that you wish to share with others, that you're involved with others, reaching out more to other people. Maybe you've been kind of keeping to yourself. They keep starting and stopping new video. I hope I'm not recording over the old one. And the outcome card is the Emperor, and this is about getting your house in order. Now, this could be literally your house, but also getting in control of your life. So there are cards here that represent more of the fun type of energy, but then by the same token, this is like a get serious about your life, get organized, get disciplined. And the reason I think that this is happening in tandem in this particular spread, Sag, is because there are, I don't want to call it mixed energies because it's going to sound like it's positive and negative, but there are mixed influences where you may feel like one area of your life is just experiencing new energy, and other area it's like cleanup time where you have to get more in order so you can feel in control of your life. So embrace these two things, concurrently. Don't try to be too much of the person who is just partying it down and you're not doing anything, or that you're being too serious about your life. Because it seems to me that Sag is experiencing that duality, and we are a double sign. So duality, we're half man and half horse. We're half animal. That wild part, which is that loves to be free, but needs that discipline, which is the human side, in order to accomplish our goals. So that is the ultimate reason for it. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.